Hey y'all, Celine here, and today I have a small grocery haul from Walmart, Sam's, Azure Standard, and Aldi. So let's get to it. Okay, first of all, I'm going to warn you that my freeze dryer is on right there, and I have turned the vacuum pump off because that's the loudest part of it, but I know you can still hear it. It's going to start beeping at me in a minute telling me there's a vacuum error, so try to ignore that. And I just want to kind of show you a partial grocery order, or grocery haul. First of all, I bought some peanut butter from Walmart. I normally buy the Great Value brand. This is 40 ounces, which is 2 pounds, 8 ounces. And I normally buy the 4-pound tub, or jar, whatever you want to call it, but they did not have any. Very low. So I went planning on buying 4, but I didn't get the 4 on the big size I wanted, but these are still a pretty big size. So my husband goes through one of those great big 4-pounders in like 2 weeks. So we need to have plenty of that on hand. I have 8 people in my family. Actually, it's just my husband and I, but my daughter and her family of 6 live in the attached apartment. They had planned on being out by now, but with everything that's going on in the world, it's making it a little difficult. So they are here for the foreseeable future, and they are not preppers, and they do not have room for anything. There are 6 people crammed in that little apartment, and while they function just fine over there, if they had to have a lot of preps, somebody would be sleeping in the garage. So, and the garage is full of their stuff too. So, anyway, I'm sure I got other things that day. I probably got this a week ago, and that corner right there is where everything sits until I get to it. All this stuff has been sitting there in bags and boxes until I got to it, and when I started to unpack it, I thought, I want to show you guys. So I know I got some lettuce and some, just stuff that I used grocery-wise, and I don't know if I got any more prepper stuff or not that day for my preps, but that for sure is for my preps from Walmart. Now here's Aldi. This is to replace what I use. I make my house seasoning with this onion powder and garlic powder, and I put it in a spice grinder, and so I use that in everything I make. So I go through this, and so I want to make sure I got 10 or 12 of these babies should anything happen. Back here we've got some instant coffee. We do use that. I'm not crazy about instant coffee, but I love my iced coffee, which gets really watered down. So I put a little instant coffee in the cup with my iced coffee to make it strong again. But my husband uses instant coffee in his regular coffee every single day. Don't ask me why, he always has. So I want to make sure I got plenty of those on hand. Besides, those would be a great barter tool. I needed to replace, this is the best marinara sauce. This comes from Aldi. It's the specialty premium marinara sauce. It's really, really close to Rouse in about half. Is that how you say it? Rouse, whatever it is. Anyway, but it's like half the price. And I'm telling you, it's so close, you really won't care. Salsa that just kind of to add to preps. I've got 2 or 3 jars of it. I need to get 2 or 3 more, but that's what I got that day. Dijon mustard in order to make mayonnaise. I got 3 cans of soup. I am not a big canned soup eater, but it's just to add to the preps. I eat these keto bars all the time as a diabetic. I have to watch my sugar, so I bought 4 boxes of those. And everybody's going to cringe. I bought Vienna sausage, and I bought a flat of them. I keep a couple of flats of those all the time. I personally eat them once in a while because, remember, I've had weight loss surgery and I can only eat very small amounts. And sometimes I just need to grab something fast. And there's no point in making something from scratch just for me, because I can only eat half, 3/4, depending upon what it is, maximum. Like if it were thin soup or something, I could probably eat a cup. But, you know, I can eat about a half a can of those or so. And the dogs get the rest. But they're nice to grab. But you know what? In a shit hits the fan situation, ain't nobody gonna complain because Mama got little weenies. Okay. So that is it for Aldi's. Now we got Sam's. Now some of this I bought in person from Sam's and some of it I ordered. So these I ordered because I haven't been able to find them at my local Sam's. My husband and I both eat those. As a diabetic, I need to watch my sugar. I'm sure they're not clean and healthy, but you know, sometimes you just gotta have something sweet. And he was diagnosed as borderline, so he's been swapping out the kind of sweets because he is a sweet tooth guy. So he's having that too. Coffee Mate, he goes through a lot of that. I don't use it. Cream of chicken soup. I got 2 of these. I bought these in person. I bought these online. I got coffee pods online. I can buy the donut shop one locally, but I cannot get the decaf locally. The one I can get locally is like double the price, and I'm not going there. And then cup of noodles, again, not something we really eat, but it would be something to have handy. The grandsons are over here all the time, and so they do eat them. And I also am looking for things that they will eat, because you know, kids are picky. And while, you know, if SHTF, they're going to have to learn to eat stuff, but why not have some things they'll eat? I was not feeling well last week, and the only thing I wanted was ramen noodles, and I never eat ramen noodles unless I don't feel well, and I thought, I guess I better go get some. So anyway, we got that from Sam's. Yeah, so that was it for Sam's. Then this is my teeny tiny little Azure order. I have 25 pounds of hard white wheat, and I have a few 5-gallon buckets of hard white wheat and einkorn wheat. And I do have a grinder, both electric and hand grain mill. And I just use flour right now. This will last 25 years. So if I need it, it's there. And as time goes on, if flour is plentiful, then I'll probably just break into that and start using it. But for now, I'm saving. I got 10 of these Romano, I'm not sure how the heck you say it. Anyway, organic butter. It is European style organic butter. I really like these. This is the salted kind. And if you get 10, you get a nice price break. So I always buy 10 at a time. Nancy's probiotic sour cream is amazing, amazing. So I always get one of those. I have organic dried cranberries. Now these are sweetened with apple juice. It's apple juice infused instead of sugar. So I bought 5 pounds of those. Avocado oil. That's primarily what I use, that, and olive oil, but anything that I need a mild flavor or no flavor, that's it. And balsamic vinegar. So yeah, that's my Azure order. So turn the camera around here. I'm going to turn the screen around too because I can't see what you can see. Okay, I'm back. Anyway, that is my kind of a collective over the last 10 days or 2 weeks grocery hauls. There are more things. I've had more things that I've put away that I've forgotten. But that's what was sitting there, and I thought, you know, I should share that because some of those things we're going to eat right away. But much of it we are not. Much of it is for preps. So
just to give you something to think about. Do you have a sweet tooth? Do you have plenty of proteins? Peanut butter is a really good thing to have on hand, and lots of it. And it while it's not, 20 years shelf stable, it's probably 2 years. It depends on, look at your dates, and just make sure you're rotating. But yeah, just I always have a certain amount of everything in my preps, in my kind of my overflow pantry, or my prep pantry, or my extended is what I usually call it, my extended pantry. And I shop from my extended pantry and I put it in my kitchen pantry right there. And then I replace what I use out of the extended pantry. So I always keep a running list. Anytime I pull anything out, I write it down and I replace it. And then as I see things, or I think of things, or things go on sale that store well, I'm doing that. And I'm always rotating, using the oldest one first and putting all the new stuff in the back. So that's it. That was my kind of bits and bobs grocery haul today. Thanks for hanging out with me. And I love you guys. I appreciate you. If you haven't, please give this a thumbs up. And I would love for you to comment. I want engagement with my community. I love you guys. I really do. I appreciate every moment you spend with me. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't. And I will see you on the next video. Mwah!